Good morning. Today, Art Foundations, we are going to be creating a color wheel collage. Um, you need to find yourself and first gather some magazines, okay? But first thing first, find yourself a piece of white paper, notebook paper, whatever you have, and find yourself something small like a plate or a cup around 4 inches in diameter or 6 inches, okay? And I want you to place it on your paper and trace it to make your circle. All right, so there's your circle. Now, after you have your circle made, we need to find the center. You can measure or you can just fold your paper into a plus mark, and where the lines intersect, you'll find your center. Put a dot there. And then you're going to have to divide your circle into thirds, okay? 3 equal sections. And you can eyeball it, okay? Just pretend like you have a pizza and you have to divide it into for 3 people, okay? Once you have it divided into thirds, each section is then going to be divided into 4 equal sections, which isn't hard. You're going to take that third, divide it in half, and then on both sides of those halves, you're going to divide it in half again. All right, so then you'll have your fourths in each section. So when you're done, you're going to have 12 equal sections. And those 12 equal sections are going to represent your 12 colors on the color wheel. All right, because of that, you need to label your colors in color order. All right. I personally like to start with yellow and then go to my right and then do yellow, green, green, blue, 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 purple, or you can say violet, purple, um, red, purple, red, red, orange, orange, and yellow, orange. There's a little mistake over here on this colored one. It says blue, purple, violet, purple. No, it's purple is violet and then it's red, purple. So look at my example on the left, okay, when it comes to labeling. Sorry about that. That was a big mistake. All right, once you have that done, go ahead, just for aesthetics, go ahead and add another smaller circle around your words, okay? So it's encased, so it looks like a circle within a circle, all right? So now go find magazines, find scrap paper, find old wrapping paper, find your junk mail, whatever you can find that has color on it, okay? Because you are going to be searching now for the colors and you're going to be filling it in with these scraps of color, okay? So now we're ready to go. You are going to first start with whatever color you want and start finding the color. Start cutting up pieces, get it all together. Do one color at a time. I would not go in there and start cutting up all kinds of colors and just have it all over the place. Concentrate on one pie shape at a time when it comes to making your collage color wheel. All right. You can use glue. If you don't have glue, you can use scotch tape or tape, whatever you have to get it adhered, all right, into your section. So there's my yellow, and it's filled in, and your colors are overlapped, okay? I'm not trying to find one big swash of color to fill in it all at once. I am just putting all these little pieces together, all right? Next color is yellow green. Go through and find yourself the yellow green, or whatever color order you're going to go into. All right, so search around in that magazine, find as much as you can, and then start cutting it up. All right, so locate color, cut out, and adhere. Pretty simple steps. All right, so these are examples of me finding blue green. All right, I kind of like went in after I did my yellow and went in and found my intermediate colors. All right, so there's my blue green, my blue purple, my red purple, and I found red orange, all right, yellow orange. Now over here, if you notice that the colors are too close in hue, find it again, all right, or find some pieces to cover up. My red orange was pretty close to my red, so I went in and found a couple more pieces to place over here beside my red, so it would look a little bit different. All right, and you can fudge it like that as long as it's a different contrast between the two colors on both sides. So It doesn't look like orange. It's darker than orange, but it's lighter than red. So that's how you want to go when you're doing your intermediate colors, right? When you're finished your color collage, go ahead and cut around your outer circle, all right? And then take your picture. Now, you're going to say, but I don't have glue, I don't have magazines. Well, if you don't have the items, you don't have art materials, and you're not able, to have your parents or someone go out and about, then that's fine. You don't have to. You can do a color wheel with found objects, okay? So look around the house. You could use food. You can use objects. You can use a combination of things. It doesn't matter. Find it, arrange them so they look like a circle in a color wheel in color wheel order, and take a photograph of them. All right, and that will be your color wheel. The main point for this is you identifying your 12 different colors on the color wheel, knowing your primary colors, knowing your secondary colors, and knowing your intermediate colors. Okay, so you can do a found object color wheel. If you have all kinds of art supplies, paints, crayons, markers, color pencils, be creative and make up your own color wheel. All right. It doesn't have to be just in a perfectly circle format, but it's still going to be in order. So, it could be flowers in a circle, and then each flower represents a different color on the color wheel. It could be Converse tennis shoes, and you can draw tennis shoe in for each 12 and then color them in. Okay, so be creative. If you have art materials, go for it and be creative and come up with your own color wheel. Okay, I just don't want to see a circle with a pie shape filled in. No, you have to actually have a design where objects are filled in to represent each color. All right, and then have something background orientated, right? And if it comes to where you just don't have anything but your computer, be creative when it comes to creating a digital shape color wheel, okay? This is pretty simple, it's pretty bland, but it still represents all 12 colors on the color wheel, and they're all in order, okay? So you have options if you don't have your art materials or you don't have magazines. There's 4 ways that you can make a color wheel and fill in with your 12 colors for the color wheel. Okay, so once you're done, submit your photograph on Teams. Take a picture, submit it on Teams, or email it to me. And then on Thursday, we have another color project. So again, if by chance you need colors, I'm going to be up at the school on Wednesday morning around 8:30 until 10:30 during the grab and go. And email me if you want some primary color paints. I have them, and I can put your name in a little baggie, and put the 3 little palettes on it, and you can pick it up during the grab to go on Wednesday and Friday. Okay, so email me so I can make your baggie if you're interested for those colors. All right, okay, get started.